Hi guys, this is Rocio from Mama Abroad, and this is my first video in my home whilst I'm in maternity leave. I've been on maternity leave for a week now, and here in my notes I had that what I wanted to talk about in my next video were kind of like last month related issues. It seems like what I wanted to do is vent a little and complain a little about, how hard it gets during the last weeks of pregnancy. And I am gonna share a bit of that with you and some stuff that I think has helped me feel better. But I also want to talk a bit about, all the excitement. So I want to try and make it quick because there's so much that I want to share with you guys. First, yes, the last couple of weeks are tough. A couple of things that have bothered me especially are, one, my hair. Whilst, hair is supposed to look wonderful during pregnancy for most women because you don't lose any. And it's nice, you can take a shower, wash your hair, you can blow dry it and comb it, and like not much comes off, which is really nice and refreshing for any girls that how much hair we normally lose. You do get a lot of new hair as well, and because you're not losing any, it kind of like, well, today it's actually not too bad, but I basically have had to like use spray or something to get rid of all my new hair here, which basically like some days looked like a little copetin, like going funny ways, and that was kind of like hard to manage. Then I ended up looking like just not good. So yeah, my hair bothered me. Another thing was just my elephant feet, edema, which is something I talked about in my last video here. And it's just basically water retention, and because of the weight, your body finds it harder to circulate blood as normally it would. So you get kind of swollen feet and ankles. And I got that, and it was pretty bad during the last week. But now it's gotten a lot better. So let me show you. Let's see if you can see this. So, I mean, you can still see I get marks from like the boots that I wear. There's only one pair that fits me comfortably. But they're not that big anymore. They look almost normal, and they're not puffy down here, which is nice. So almost back to normal, which we like. What else? Size. So, of course, this is the biggest you've ever been, this last stage. And I feel really, really big and really, really heavy. At the beginning of your pregnancy, or at least during the first half of your pregnancy, people tell you, like, oh my God, you can barely tell that you're pregnant, your bump is so cute, it's so small. If I look at you from behind, I wouldn't even be able to tell that you're pregnant. So unconsciously, you develop this idea that having a very small bump or having like something that's barely not noticeable is something like a good thing, because it's meant as a compliment. And so after the 5th month, when your bump starts to grow and then it doesn't stop, then people's comments obviously will change, and they'll start to go towards like, oh my God, you're getting so much bigger. Every time they see you, like, wow, it's gotten bigger. Wow, it's grown. It's big, grown, gigantic, pop, all of this. And then so you start to feel a little sensitive about that. And now, even though I'm glad I'm not going to the office anymore because, I'm taking it a lot easier, I also don't have to see a lot of people and hear all this constant comments on how much bigger I am, but I still feel really big. And I feel really big also, like around my face. I mean, look at this. I feel like I have really huge cheeks, and I feel like I have something here. The other day, while I was still in the office, I had this video conference, and I was looking at my big screen, and my laptop was down here. And so because the camera comes from the laptop, whilst I was looking at the big screen, I could see this, and that kind of got me down. But don't worry, it's all gonna go. It's hard to bear with it, It's just the last bit. So no, you're not fat. You're still cute. It's hard, but you know, I'll get over it. What was the other thing? Yeah, you know, like I started getting like a very strange right arm that would fall asleep all the time, and I would wake up during the night being just like, oh, you know, like when you get your leg or your foot falls asleep, but it was always my arm, my whole arm. And this happened for like maybe 4 nights in a row, and then it wouldn't go away for most of the day. So, you know, I was thinking, oh my God, I have so much free time. I love to write, I love to draw. I had so many things that I wanted to do, letters to write. And then every time I tried, my like it would look like just scribbles because I couldn't really hold the pen right, and I couldn't get my hand to work the way that it normally does and write beautiful things. And so I basically gave it up. But the good thing is that now that's gotten a lot better, and so hopefully I'm going to be writing some letters next week. And then the other thing was just like I feel like feeling really a big lack of drive. Not wanting to go out much or do much, which I guess is a good thing because you're supposed to be taking it slow. You're supposed to be resting, preparing for your baby's arrival, and there's so much that you can do without having to leave the house. You know, I've washed all of his clothes. His nursery's almost ready. In my head and everything, I've I've prepared. I can now officially say I am so ready for him to arrive. I am just waiting until he tells me he's ready, and then we'll just go for it, and I'll be able to see him, and that'll be great. So yeah, like those are the things that I wanted to cover that I have here in my notes. And now that I have onto, you know, how excited and happy I'm feeling today, the main reason for that is that I had my last scan, which is a 36-week scan. I was hoping that I was gonna get to see, you know, Mosey's little face. That didn't happen. But the great news is he is perfect. Everything is well. His heart rate, his head, his everything that they measure, everything looks perfectly fine, and I'm so happy and thankful for that. And he is apparently a chubby little baby. He is already 7 pounds, which is, you know, more than some babies are born to. So he's a little gordito, and I love that about him. The size of his stomach apparently is also a little above average, and so are his legs, you know, meaning he's gonna be tall like his daddy. Another thing is he's already in a good birthing position, which explains why I've been feeling so much weight on my pelvic bone, and not so much on my back. And it's because his head apparently is already quite low, and he's facing backwards. So there's no way that we could get a glimpse of his face. So I guess he's gonna make me wait until he's out, and then I'm gonna be able to kiss that face all over. Sorry, I'm just getting really excited. So yeah, I mean, even though I had saved a little spot here in his baby album for his third trimester scan, that's just not gonna happen. But that's okay. But look at this. So when we went for the first scan, he was 7 weeks, and that means he was about the size of a blueberry. So if you look at this tiny thing in the corner, that was him. Then when we went in at 14 weeks, we could already see a really well-formed hand. Oh, this is my screen saver, and most of you guys will know this picture. I love it. But imagine that if he was the size of a lemon here, how tiny must that hand have been? And then this is at 20 weeks when he's around banana sized, and you can already see his profile here, his little nose and his mouth. And I feel like he looked a lot like Max already. So here we're not gonna have a little 36-week picture, but that's okay. You know, he's doing fine, and he's chubby, so I forgive him. What else? yeah, so some of the things that I've done to help me deal with this last couple of weeks are, and to feel a bit better, are first this. This is a self-tanning lotion for the face from Clarins. And I've been using this on my face every morning. And it just gives me a little glow. I look a bit tanner. You know, I am Latina, so that means that if I don't feel tanned, I just don't feel like myself and I don't feel hot. So that has really helped. Another thing that I've been doing is just hot baths. So nice to relax. It's good for your swollen feet. It's good for your back, and it's nice. You know, now that I have a bit more time in the afternoon, it's nice to light a candle, put some music on, and go into the hot tub and just relax and think about the fact that Mosey's gonna be joining me so soon. Oh, I can't wait. I've been resting, meaning like I've been sleeping in. You know, I wake up around 10 a.m. every morning, which is really, really nice. And you know, I've been doing things that give me calm around the house, you know, like cleaning and sorting everything out, just making sure that we're ready, because that gives me a peace that allows me to relax a lot more. Another thing that I've been doing is I've been preparing my hospital bag. I'm gonna have a video on what I have in my hospital bag really soon, but you know, I've already gotten some of the things that I'm gonna need for it, and I'll share them with you guys on that video. Yeah, other than that, I'm doing really, really well, keeping in touch with my friends who have been amazing. I love you guys so much, and with my family. My mom is coming next Friday, which seems incredible, so fast. And yeah, like right now, we're really just waiting for Mosey to say the word and say, "Hey mom, I'm coming," and I'll be ready for him. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, hoping you guys are doing great. Don't forget to like and comment on the videos and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And I will see you guys really, really soon. Bye! I almost forgot to do a little bump update, so here it is. You know, I'm gonna have to keep showing my bump for as long as I have it, because it's not gonna be here for much longer. But look at the size of this baby. I can barely get it to fit in the camera. Oh, he's so big. I love you, Mosey.